Dooley looking for an opening here. Stellenbosch. All of that prodding there from Stellenbosch comes to naught. Lucky bounce there for Mkhize.
Good pressing traps from Stellenbosch, not allowing Cape Town City to be able to build from the back. And whenever also they're in position as well, they force Cape Town City to go and defend with numbers. At times, you look at Van Rooyen, he assumes the position of a striker. That's how confident and comfortable they are.
Jaden Adams with Tariq Phillies. Van Rooyen in there as well. Fasika just shielding the half-hour mark here at the Cape Town Stadium. We had that energetic burst in the opening 10 minutes. Both sides hitting the woodwork. A bit calmer since then, as it's become a bit more of a chess game now. Straight down the middle. This might work. Martin's out quickly. It does skid off this wet surface.
Yeah, this surface is very difficult to play on. At times, Cape Town City themselves, they struggle to put around passes, because even if you use the right start, this surface always becomes a problem when you're going into play. But they could counter, a good counter press there from Mayo Mgaga.
Yeah, he got himself in a bit of trouble there with the extra touch on the wall.
Exactly. Play simple, especially when you're in your own half. That's where you want to play simple. Anything that you want to do, anything fancy, do that in the opponent's half.
It's only his second game for Stellenbosch, having missed the last two with the family bereavement. Now, Van Heerden with the left foot, Gonzalez with the right foot. He curls it towards the back post. That's a good, confident catch from Sage Stevens. I'm very keen to remind Cape Town City of his abilities, having spent time at the club as the backup to Peter Leeuwenburg. Mkhize to Mayo, away from De Goede. Gonzalez, Van Heerden. Looks at his options. We'll start the build up again. Good news is we've had 6 meetings before today between these two clubs. No draws. Here's the chase on for Van Wyk. Adams again! Oh, what a save! What a save by Keith from Mendieta, who might have hit it a little bit too close to the goalkeeper, but give Darren Keith credit for a huge save there.
That was a huge save. You look at how Cape Town City switched off after the play. They thought the ball was out, but good pass there. Look at that. They switch off, they think the ball is out. Darren Keith not giving up as well. Mendieta could have done better there with his goal, but it was like you said, I think Darren Keith being able to pull that one off.
Yeah, I think the goalkeeper thought for a second it was going out, then he realized. And Mendieta, it's the sudden realization, you can see it in the face. Yeah. Oh my, I've missed a huge chance here.
But those ones sometimes they're the most difficult one to score, because you can see that it's an open net. So now you start overthinking things instead of doing the basics, and we've seen that happening a lot in football.
What an opportunity there. Cape Town City, it's been a rough start to the season for them, and Stellenbosch have had their chances to compound it here in the first half. Now Mayo looking for Fasika, chance cleared away. Gaga, I think it was, Nduli rather, who cleared it there. Martin, here's Van Heerden.
So
afternoon.
What was the scoreline?
They lost, I think. It was a quarter-final match. They lost by a goal, but they won the return game. Cosmos got to the semis that year of that competition. It was the first year that South Africa competed in the African club competitions. Chiefs were in the Champions Cup. They lost to Zamalek. Hellenic were in the CAF Cup in those days, and Cosmos in the Cup Winners' Cup. Martin now. Gonzalez out wide on the left-hand side. They've got Bender there as well as a backup for Gonzalez. He's been brought on in the last couple of matches for the last 10 or so minutes when Gonzalez runs out of steam. Now Mendieta. Chases on here for Van Wyk. Fasika matching him. He's much stronger, of course, the big centre-back. Throw in to City. Fasika looking a little exhausted with that chase. Remember, this is only his second game. He missed most of the pre-season with alleged passport problems that meant he was stuck home in the DRC.
Yeah, but because of also the defensive even though Cupido had a good game, but we know the understanding between Fidis and him. So it's also going to take a little bit of some time as well to get his fitness back.
When they have Mashego back on the left-hand side, they'll be back to the usual back four. Mkhize on the right, the two that you've mentioned in the middle, and then Terence Mashego on the left. Sobish finds Mendieta. Basadin. Early ball in. Looking for Likuta. Ngaga. Now's the time to turn it on and see if he can get past Gonzalez. Dooley. Well, Likuta got the cross in. Now we're on to the end of it.
Sometimes it happens like that, especially when you don't have an out-and-out striker. You play with a false nine, because Ngaga was unable to cross the ball, so initially they come out of the box trying to find those combination plays. So Likuta, they became a surprise that he crossed the ball because there was nobody inside the box.
Cape Town City considering a few changes. Fairly early on here in the second half, but they have had a rather tough schedule, 5 matches in 15 days, so there'll be tired legs on that field out there. However well they have recovered their last game on Tuesday against Maritzburg. Remember, Stellenbosch played last weekend at home against Royal AM. They've well rested coming into this match, but City had to play in midweek.
Also playing on this pitch with the surface, it takes a lot as well from your legs. So you, especially with all the hectic schedule that they have, most of the players won't be able to play 90 minutes.
Ambina now. Martin, Ambina to the right of Martin. He's got options. Martin can go on his own. Sobic made a good block. Mayo down. He seemed to trip on his way forward, and the German centre-back who came to the rescue here is using the opportunity just to get a little bit of a breather in here.
Yeah, but look at how smart he is. He doesn't commit. He makes sure that he gets in between Craig Martin and the attack as well, making sure that if he passes out wide, it's better than coming in straight. And you can see that also Craig Martin is trying to delay the, because he wants the defender to go a little bit out wide so that he can have a shot at goal. But that was a great defense from him.
Possible adductor problem there for him. Sobish coming to South Africa as one of the volunteers for with the young Bafana team. It's a side in the Helderberg who've a wonderful education and football program. It does not look likely that he's able to continue, so maybe the cue now for young Oshwin Andries, who's been such a sensation over the last week or so. In the meantime, City are going to make their changes. Bender will be coming on for Martin. Looks as if Sobish might return. despite the physio suggesting he should go. And this is Taya Hudeman, been with the club for the last 3 seasons, come through the Diski side. The Martin's gone off. Hudeman is coming on for Ndatsane, who looks a little upset that he has to leave this early in the fray. No, he's not going to say anything to the coach. He's trudging off to the bench with a rather long face there, Ndatsane. Let's see what Hudeman can produce. So Bender maybe going to tuck in a little inside when in the last game we saw him very wide out on the left-hand side. In fact, he's moved over to the right where Martin was playing. Now Mayo. Sobish won't be returning, we hear. And Stellenbosch are going to be making a double change. Judas Mosiamedi up against his former teammates. He punished them this time last year. And Oswin Andries. A fairy tale story over the last 2 weeks or so with Stellenbosch. Van Heerden in the meantime forward. Gonzalez, De Goede at the back. They brought Tetwa into the centre-back role for the moment, just to cover before they can get that change on. I'm sure Oswin Andries will go in alongside De Goede. That's where he played in the last 2 games against Pirates and Royal AM. Lost by De Goede. Now there's a bit of a problem defensively. Mayo, Ambina, can City punish them? Bender with his first touch. Mkize on the overlap. Bender with a cross. Back post chance for Gonzalez. More a clearance than a shot in the end. Mkize's kept it in play. Good run here from Mkize. Lovely ball from Ambina. That's a little bit tired there from Tami Mkize. Well, there was a chance for Gonzalez. Scratches his head. He knows it was a good opportunity. Bender with a lovely delivery. Unmarked at the back post.
Unmarked indeed. And I think because just after Mayo missed it, I think it dipped a little bit too soon for him. And he was unable to collect it properly. But you can see exactly what he wanted to do there. He just wanted to have that nice volley with an inside foot to be able to pull it through for the last goal.
So Judas Mosiamedi came on the last time Stellenbosch were at the stadium to play City and scored twice against his former club. Remember, he was one of the founder members here at Cape Town City when they began this club in the 2016-17 season and finished in the top 3. Oswin Andries, man of the match on his debut against Orlando Pirates, a goal in his second game against Royal AM. A little bit unlucky to cede his place to the new German signing, Lasse Sobisch. Now Mkize will need some treatment. I think he's having a good rest as well, quickly, Tami Mkize.
Especially after busting forward with that run as well. But I think the left knee there, because that's where Judas' leg was. You can see that.
And any impact with Judas, you are going to feel it. He's a big man. Tetwa has won the free kick. He was at Black Leopards before he joined Stellenbosch last season. Seem to be shopping quite a bit in the north. Mgaga coming from Baroka and Vuzi Sibia as well.
Yeah, also it requires as well a little bit more fresh faces into the team, trying to acclimatize as well to new environments. But what's important is the qualities that they bring onto the team. You can see that with Mtetwa then, and that defensive midfielding role is forever running, forever energetic, and it covering so much space for Stellies.
These days, of course, with DSTV showing all of the matches from the DSTV Premiership. Teams know so much about each other, and indeed keep a good eye out on players from the Championship, from the former NFD. And then you've got the Diski Challenge as well. Jordan Bender continuing to make an appearance for City as a substitute, yet to start for the side. Duhuda. Still on the park, Tami and Kize. Another corner kick. No Sobish now to dominate the air. Got the Khuda in there. And of course, don't forget Julius Mosiamedi. City can clear their lines here with a decision that goes in their favour.
Yeah, I think because of the lurk there, that the Hood, it was a dangerous play, but also the referee wanted to play, to continue the play to give advantage. And once he realized that Stellies won the ball back, that's why the ball went back again to be put there. But I think also with Stellies as well, with especially from the corner kick this side around, whenever you have a left-footed taker, then becomes an outswing. It becomes very difficult for the attackers to be able to swing their head around to try and connect with them very well. So it's always a good idea to have an in-swinger, because then you attack the ball a little bit better, especially when you have aerial guys that are very good in the air. You the Hood, who have the height. Whenever he's going to run on, it's always easier to have an in-swinger than an outswing.
Free kick won here by Mayo. We will have another opportunity for them to deliver the ball into the middle. Just a reminder, tomorrow 2 matches in the DSTV Premiership, both live in your World of Champions. 3 p.m. Royal AM are back at Chatsworth Stadium after losing at Moses Mabhida to Orlando Pirates in midweek. They are hosting Marumo Gallants, and Supersport United and Orlando Pirates at 5:30 tomorrow from Attridgeville. Mayo towards the goal, onto the roof of the net. Just for a moment there, hearts in the mouth of the Stellenbosch supporters. We know what Mayo can do from set pieces. We've seen evidence of that already. Back with the live action with Bender giving chase here. It looks as if Bender's gone over to the left and Gonzalez has now come to the right. Tino van Rooyen up to Mosiamedi. Phillies keeping a close eye on him. That's going to be an interesting little tussle.
And they know each other very well from training grounds from Cape Town City. He knows that how strong Julius is, and he wouldn't want Julius to be just next to the box because you know how dangerous that is. But also Julius knows how Phillies is. He always wants to commit. He always wants to win the ball all the time. So Julius might have an advantage that he plays on the spot. Mosiamedi
leaving City and going to Free State Stars and then to Maritzburg. And then to Stellenbosch. He joined them last season. 6 goals 11 starts, 14 appearances for Mosia Medi off the bench in league matches, which is an indication of how they like to use him as an impact player. Big frame of his, possibly not made for 90 minutes.
Yeah. A guy that is known to be called a giant killer. He enjoys big games, comes in and scoring big goals. He's on his day, you know, he can turn things around for Stellies, and I think he needs to play a little bit more further up the pitch. That's why he's most dangerous.
Last season, 2 against City, and also scored against Orlando Pirates in his Maritzburg day. You remember Maritzburg winning at Soccer City in a surprise result back in January 2021. He scored there. Scored against Stellenbosch as well when he was at Maritzburg. Bina's having another huge performance in the midfield as a youngster with a massive engine. Now that's a mistake by Oshwan Andries, the youngster, who has really put a foot wrong over the last 2 matches, but now gives away a corner. Homegrown product. He's actually more of a midfielder than a defender, but part of that Stellenbosch side that went, the DDC side that won the trophy and went to the UK a few weeks ago. Mayo now, City looking for a second, an insurance goal. Back post, Van Heerden was there, and Tetwa was there. It looks as if it's a throw-in for the home side.
Indeed, especially the position that he plays, the distance that he covers.
Well, they look pretty similar too, is my point.
Of course. I think there's something about the players that always tuck in their jerseys.
Van Heerden with a long throw, looking for Fasika. Danger's not averted yet. Mosia Medi beaten. Oh, Bina! On the half volley. That's a good save.
It's a good save there for Sage Stevens.
Now Mendieta gets over Felice, but the touchline won the race there. Let's just have a look at that effort again from Mbina. Have a look at this. Took it away from Mosia Medi. Half volley.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it went straight to the keeper, but as soon as the wind ball up in the air after his chest strap, he knew exactly that he wants a volley, but Stage Steven be able to save that one. But if anywhere on the side with so much power, it could be a different story.
And oftentimes those ones end up being amongst the most attractive goals of a season. Now Gonzalez against the Andries, who clears away. Mosia Medi holding it up, battling away with the Felice. Gets the free kick. Just the the 2 yellow cards in today's game, and Fasika early on, and then Nduli for the foul on Craig Martin. Cape Town City next in action against Kaizer Chiefs here on Tuesday, so there won't be too much recovery time. A little bit more time than Chiefs, though, who are only playing later on tonight, even if it's just a few hours. Chiefs have to travel as well, which adds, I suppose, to their difficulties. Stellenbosch going up to Loftus to meet the champions on Wednesday. Mayo, Gonzalez, Mkize, still Tami Mkize trying to tease his way through. He has the cross, the header. Disappointment there for Hudeman. Still looking to make his mark up front.
You can see that he's not happy with himself, but he gets into those areas. You can see that he wanted to generate more power to be able to just to put on the side of the goalkeeper, but it was a good cross from Tami Mkize.
Well, we were just saying a minute ago, only 2 cautions in this game. Well, Mosia Medi's made that 3.
touch. And being a very good caught by. Also, look at Tommy here in tight situation. Had that split second to be able to look up and see who's inside the box and put it in the right area. Unfortunate for the youngster, but a good connection from him. Should build confidence from here, get inside the box. And playing also against, in a derby, playing against the players as well that you know very well, you want to put something in the back of the net.
Gaga only as far as Van Heerden, back into the danger zone again. Mkize, Fasika, now Hudeman, Phillies, the two centre-backs involved there in the heart of the midfield. Mokeke right on top of Mduli. Mtetwa wins it back. You're looking for Masia Medi. Fasika doing well. No one in the middle there to pick up the ball for City. So here comes Mendieta out wide to Basadin. He's got plenty to aim for. Playing it short here. Back again. Basadin. That's a very good cross. Mendieta again scores with a head as he did against Pirates. He gets the equaliser here. Stellenbosch right back in the game. Right in front of the fans too for Mendieta. Stellenbosch right back here. Mendieta. Goal number 2. And incredibly both in a similar circumstance.
Yeah, especially in the last post like they did against Orlando Pirates. But credit should go to Basadin. Be able to find composure inside the box, to hold on to the ball a little bit. Look at him here. You can see there's no support. There you are, 1 second. Then after that he moves. Then he creates that opportunity. Look at Mendieta last call, 2v3. It's always difficult to defend that, especially if there is a good delivery there. But great comeback there from Stells.
The defense was caught. Lovely conversion by Junior Mendieta, the Argentine, who's really now beginning to shine for Stellenbosch. And the reaction from Steve Barker. He's come here before and inflicted pain on Cape Town City. And, well, remember, they've won the last 3 matches between these two clubs.
Yeah. And you look at also that you see Phillies, you see Van Heerden. Their biggest concern was Msia Medi. So both of them, they squeeze in Msia Medi and then they open the gap for Mendieta at the back. Even if Mendieta was in there, there was still another free player at the back.
Mendieta wins the free kick. Ambina gets a little talking to. Just wait here, says the referee. He's going to deal with the injured player first, and then he's going to warn Ambina. A little cynical there from the Cameroonian.
And you look at also the changes that City made, bringing in Copido. It tells you that they want to close shop. They don't want to lose the game. Now they're going to play with 5 at the back.
Fairly inexperienced attack now as well, City, with Bender, Hudeman and Mayo. Here is Bender. I think Eric Tinkler also cognizant of the fact that these players are struggling a little bit with fatigue, and they've got Chiefs on Tuesday. Now Bender. Good ball. Finds Ambina. This is a chance for Mayo. What's the referee say? Goal kick. Mayo says corner. Referee says goal kick. Frustration.
Yeah, and he's not the tallest players as well, Mayo. But the way he jumps, the timing that he has on the ball. Look at him here, competing against the who we all know that he's taller than Mayo, but Mayo being able to get the best of him.
Both players claiming that was their ball. Another yellow's coming out here. Mokeke, or is it a yellow card for Cupido? Just come on. This was the challenge Cupido made, and the referee felt the sting there as well. On Devon Titus, who's come on as a sub as well for Stellenbosch. He'll be operating on the left, ahead of Basadin. Tetwa, Mendieta. "13 minutes to go here in the Cape Derby." Certainly nothing like the one-sided victory that Stellenbosch had this time last year. It's still edge of the seat stuff as well, particularly for the fans of both of these sides. Mokeke, lots of space here. This is Ambina. He's going to play it out wide. Van Heerden. Ambina. Has he won the throw-in or the corner? It looks like a throw-in. Tired bodies. Early stages of the season, players working their way up to full match fitness.
It's going to be very difficult with back-to-back matches, less recovery time, and also you expect it as well to deliver and get the results. But it's also easier to recover and have back-to-back matches when you're on the roll, when you're winning games. It becomes a little bit easier to recover. You know, the mood in the camp is high. But when like Captain City in the situation they're in, they haven't won. So anything that they want to get is trying to get as many points as possible. Even their draws, it's okay for them. And you can see even also the subs that they're making sure that they bring all the youngsters forward with energy, but at the back, let's close shop. That's why Cupido is there to form that three, and Van Heerden and Tamamki's out wide.
2 points from 5 matches. If it does end in the draw, will be the worst start that City have had to any season. But again, Eric Tinkler's focus will be on the fact that they haven't lost, or at least with 10 minutes to go, that's the situation. Still plenty to play for. Well, there's the bench with Van Wyk, who came off on the extreme right. Sobish, who was injured. At the other end, it's Mokowane. In the middle there, he might be an option still. Also got Wade Lekay and Drame, the new Gambian signing. There's Gonzalez, the goal scorer. Next to him is young Luke Daniels, who made his debut in that opening game of the season. City are going to make 2 more changes. Try and see if they can win something here in the closing stages. Goedeman. Cupido. Back to Goedeman. Cut out by Mendieta. Taken away by Likuta. Titus. Cover from Fasika. A little bit shy. Likuta, the challenge by Fasika. Referee will allow play to continue, which means for a moment there, Fasika, you would have thought might have been in some serious trouble. In the meantime, Goedeman turns on the edge of the box. He goes down. Nothing given by Mr. Sanzeka there either. Kuta's up. You can see in the bottom of your screen they're just hobbling away. It seems to be okay now. Long one from Cupido. Mayo up against Andries. Nicely done by the 19-year-old. Van Rooyen chases Onya. Good running from him, Tetwa, and Keith wasn't sure whether to come out or stay on his line.
Yeah, because he thought the ball probably maybe would bounce first, and you know how it bounces on this wood, and then it skids, and then he would be able to grab it. But there, I don't think Mteta as well was aware as to Kid stop from running, but it was a good run from Mteta. I think maybe it's the first run that we see him making in this game, because he's been in that midfield trying to marshal and control the midfield, but he saw an opportunity there. He could have done better if he actually saw that Kid stopped.
Pitch is struggling a little bit now. Lots of divots, and it's certainly wet underfoot. This is Mkhize. Ambina high up in the air looking for Mayo. Does get a little header in there, but well, he's struggling hard, Kanyiso Mayo. Lots of application today from him.
Look, it was a difficult one for him. Being a shorter is, I think today as well, the supply, especially this season as well, being the main guy, the main target, I think they need to play the ball on the ground because it's so comfortable on the ground.
Mkhize. There he is, Mtetwa. So Patrick Fisher, the young right back who has been bought as cover eventually for Tami Mkhize. And Mayo goes off first to be replaced by Wade Lekay, who was signed on Tuesday and immediately used against Maritzburg. Had a great chance for a debut goal. He previously with Galaxy. He was having trials with Kaiser Chiefs at the beginning of the season, or during the pre-season. Now here's Fasika. Fasika with a shot. Well, the defenders are saying, well, if you guys up front can't do the business, we will.
Fencing himself there, looking at also the opportunity. But also, one thing that I realized is that once the centre-back gets into those areas, he'll want to finish off the attack because he knows that once they take the ball, he needs to come back and defend in his position.
Ambina gets the free kick here. Foul by Mtetwa. There are a couple of tired tackles coming in now. Referee is allowing that one to go.
Good skill there from Ambina.
He really is a special player.
Yeah.
So Tato Mokeke to deliver the ball into the danger zone. City have moved players up en masse now. Can they get something from the set piece? Mokeke. Instead, Titus maybe to set up something on the counter. Here they come. Basadin. Keats got a sweep at the back. Does well. Fisher bangs it forward. The chase is on for Goedeman. Gets there ahead of Oswin Andries. Mkhize almost stole it away. He's been given a little of license to go forward with Cupido on the right-hand side here. And no surprise, Msiamedi offside. Mr. Mgadi is the linesman on the far side.
Msiamedi is always on the verge, trying to get, because he knows that he doesn't have so much speed, so he wants to be always all the time in front, but and also that then becomes a disadvantage because that attack now becomes an offside.
Goedeman, yes, Goedeman again with Lekay. Again, it doesn't work for City. Strong challenge from Cupido, taken by Mkhize. They're looking for the winner here in the closing stages. Desperate to get their first victory on the board in this championship. Goedeman with a turn. The decision will go Stellenbosch's way, Lekay rather. It's the hand right in front of Mr. Zanzeka. Chiefs and Richards Bay next. live from Soccer City. That's the final offering tonight on your World of Champions. Tomorrow, Gallants at home, or Gallants rather away at Royal AM, and Pirates visiting SuperSport. SuperSport still looking for their first win since Gavin Hunt took over.
And they have tough games themselves as well. And we know how Coach Gavin is. He wants to win all the time. And he's struggling at least. There's something with SuperSport that haven't got it right. But once they get it right, we all know that Gavin and SuperSport will be a problem this season.
Change for Stellenbosch is in the offing. That's Lance Weaver, 22-year-old, who has had 20 minutes so far of PSL football. Came on against Royal AM in the last game for his first appearance at the top level. Two and a half minutes to go. Again, Lekay. Umbina out wide. Cross inside by Fisher. They're all putting pressure on Stevens there. Now straight down the middle in search of Mosiamedi. Phillies wins it. Phillies slips. Free kick. Oh, that's a little unlucky on Phillies.
It is indeed. You can see that he's appealing to the referee, saying, I actually slipped. It wasn't an intention to do that, but Mosiamedi will forever call for the foul.
Slips there. Oh, he did. Oh, a bit of rugby there. We missed that. Mosiamedi not pleased. Great game today from Junior Mendieta. A goal. He might have had a hat-trick, actually, to be fair. The Argentine has worked his socks off, particularly down the left. Big part of the Stellenbosch side now. Remember, Stellenbosch still waiting for Ibrahim Jabbar to sort out his passport and papers and work permit. The young Nigerian in the middle of the park is a great player. He will make an appearance hopefully in the next week or so. They're hoping that they'll have him for the game against Chiefs on Sunday at Darnay Craven in 8 days' time, when they play at in the quarterfinal of the MTN8.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are here on Tuesday, Tuesday here, and then Stellenbosch on Sunday. I'm not sure if they're staying down in the Cape.
Me?
No, Chiefs. No, you go to Durban next week. I see you were supposed to come here, but you've changed, so you prefer the warmer weather. Header in from Mosia, or from De Goede rather. Stellenbosch looking to sneak it in the closing stages. 3 successive wins against City. That run might well be ended, but they'll be delighted with an away point. Keep up their unbeaten start to the season. As it stands now, Stellenbosch 3 draws and a win from 4 games, if it remains 1-1. City 2 draws and 3 defeats. Likuta. Maybe Stellenbosch keeps sweeping. Phillies, oh, he's got some skill, Phillies, don't forget that. Driving forward now. Mkhize looking for Umbina. What work Umbina's done today. He's running all over the place. And Mkhize as well has been impressive. Here is Cupido. Hudaman into the area. Big clearance away. Titus and Fasika. Fasika kept that in play. That's a Stellenbosch throw-in. We're into stoppage time. There's John Komitis in the middle there, chairman of the club. Not the start that he was hoping for. Here comes Phillies. Pino. Still time to win it here. 90 seconds remain. Bashed in. Files. Good first touch from the big centre-back. Tetwa to clear. What a tackle there. Kudeman almost stole it away. He's biting again. He's won it again. Sets up the chance here for Mokeke. Yeah, they come. Oh, that touch from Ambina just too strong.
I think the referee's giving them a free kick there.
Oh, wow.
It was an advantage after Mokeke passed the ball.
Oh, have a look at this. Here's Mokeke driving forward. There's the foul by Nakuda.
Yeah.
So no advantage, says the referee. That is perhaps a little fortunate for City. They were in fact in a similar situation against Sundowns in that first game where they felt maybe the ball should have been pulled back or that the play should have been allowed to continue and the ball was pulled back and Sundowns got the goal. Now Bender, is he going to be the man to take it? Kudeman in discussion with him. Kize is there.
Yeah, and the free kick specialist being pulled out. Mayo on the bench.
And Van Heerden's gone as well.
Yeah.
This surely a last chance in this game. Jordan Bender, chance to make his name here for Cape Town City. Left footer. Sage Stevens won't know much about it. Is that wall back the required distance? 3 minutes of stoppage time played. Philly's being told to get away from the wall. You're not allowed to be in the wall these days. You've got to be separate from the wall, the opposing team. He's providing the decoy. Likuta arguing. All adding to the tension here. Bender now steps back. Chance to finish it. Bender bends it over the top. And so the chance goes for Cape Town City. That was an opportunity.
It was an opportunity indeed. And especially from that angle as a right footer as well. You can see that he wanted just to play it just over the wall. Enough power, but they couldn't dip right on time for you to trouble Stevens for Stellenbosch United.
Oh, disappointment for the crowd, disappointment for Bender, disappointment for Cape Town City. The final whistle has gone here, and Eric Tinkler's side have been held at home by Stellenbosch. 4 games now unbeaten against City. Stellenbosch, they're a team who are making life hard for their Western Cape rivals. Still to win this season, Eric Tinkler, and he's got Kaiser Chiefs to come on Tuesday. There are the two coaches together at the end of the match. A little bit of a final reflection. We'll hear from both of them. Your thoughts, Teko, on the share of the spoils today?
I think with Stellies, with all the opportunities they've created,